An inside the park grand slam. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. There have been 200 in Major League history, but this is the first since 2022. It is Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. We are on the road in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., about to play the third game of our four-game series with the Washington Nationals. I am the Mets head, talking all things New York Mets, with a preview of Game 49 versus the Nationals. If you enjoy my content, I ask that you please like and subscribe to the Mets head on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Another time we went to see the Nationals with the traveling Dingleberries at RFK Stadium. There was a rain delay, and the field crew couldn't get the tarp on the field. We suggested to some of our friends who lived in that area that they should get a job as a part of the field crew. The Mets got on board first right away. In the first inning, which feels so good because you don't have to worry. Bench led off with an infield single, which really should have been an error. And Bo Bichette with a home run to center field. His second in 2 days. And then Soto singled, Vientos doubled, and Semien got a sac fly to knock in Soto to give us a 3-0 lead. Fundies, as Keith would say. We scored again in the top of the second. With 2 outs, Bench singled again. He's now 2 for 2. And Bo Bichette with another home run. That's 3 home runs in 2 games. And he now leads our team in RBIs with 25. Isn't that sad? The Nationals have 4 players with more than 25 RBIs. But they are the highest run-scoring team in the league this year. The bottom of the second, McLean got the guys out 1-2. Then, I don't know what happened. He gave him a double. Hit Milas on the foot. And then Nunez got an infield single. Bichette kept it in on the infield to keep any runs from scoring. And then James Wood hits it deep to left center field. Morabito jumped for it and missed. Taylor, I don't know what Taylor was thinking. He was looking at the wall, looking at Morabito, didn't see the ball. And James Wood gets it inside the park. Grand slam to make the score 5-4. I don't know, looking at Morabito, it looked like he was going to make the catch. But it looked like he maybe pulled off a little bit, afraid he was going to run into Taylor. And then I don't know what Taylor was thinking. I think Taylor was maybe concerned, was looking to see if he was okay. He looked up at the wall, thought maybe it was a home run, didn't see it, and Morabito had to run after the ball to get it. The bottom third, Chenna led off with a solo home run to tie the game at 5. And C.J. Abrams walked. And Lyle Crocodile singled to right. And then an unusual pass ball by Torrens gave the Nationals the lead 6-5. And then a sacrifice fly made it 7-5. I said in that inning you should get Manaea up to warm up. McLean doesn't seem to have it tonight. There was one pitch. I'm not sure who it was to, but I think it was in the third inning. His 45th pitch. He threw the ball. It started out right down the plate. All of a sudden, it just shifted all the way to the left. I don't think I've ever seen a pitch move like that. McLean came out again for the fourth. Gave off a leadoff single. Then Tanner hit a tailor-made double play ball to Semien, who boots it and then throws it away, allowing the runners to advance to second and third, with one of their best hitters, C.J. Abrams, up next. Abrams hit the ground ball to Bichette, who's got Wood dead to rights at home. And Terrence can't catch it. 2 more runs score. What a disastrous inning. Now we're down 9-5. Like, unbelievable. We would score 1 more run in the 7th when Juan Solo struck again with the home run to make it 9-6. And that was the final score. Bad luck game. They just got to throw that out of their minds and move on. McLean ended up pitching 5 2/3, giving up 9 runs, 6 of them earned, on 8 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Then they brought in some guy I didn't even know was on the team, Daniel Duarte, 29-year-old right-hand pitcher from Mexico. I don't even know when they brought him up. Pitched the last 2 1/3 and only gave up 1 hit. I don't know if he's going to be staying up, this guy. It seems they brought up Joey Gerber for 1 day, and then did something with him, and then replaced him with Daniel Duarte. And now most likely he's going to go down so they can bring up Thornton. It's a bunch of moves that really don't need to be made. On the other side, Griffin pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs on 8 hits. Then Brad Lord came in for 3 innings. And then guess who got the save for the Nationals? Lovelady. I love that he got a save against us. It was a bad move by Stearns to get rid of him. He was pitching well. And you see how often us not having 2 left-hand relievers has hurt us. Lovelady's ERA is now down to 2.61. We had some good offensive showing by our top 5. Bench had 3 hits again. He went 3 for 5. He's up to 265 now. Bichette went 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Still only batting 224. Soto went 2 for 4. He's up to 293. Vientos went 2 for 4. He's up to 239. And Semien went 1 for 3. He's batting 230. The rest of our lineup did not get a hit or get on base. We are now 21-27. 6 games under 500. The last place in the NL East. 11.5 games behind Atlanta. We're tied with the best record with Tampa Bay. Still just a half game out of 4th. We're currently tied for the 8th worst record in baseball with Boston and Toronto, but that is the 21st best record in the league. We're about to break the top 20, baby. Washington is now 24-25, 1 game under. 3rd place in the NL East, 2.5 games in front of us. There's still a chance we can take 3rd place if we win the next 2. They have the 16th best record in the league compared to our 21st. But they are 1st in the major leagues in runs scored. We're 7th worst. And they're last in runs against. Isn't that crazy? All those errors must be killing them. Now, we are actually 11th best in runs against. I have to say, I do enjoy the Let's Be Frank segments with Gelbs. I love his sarcastic humor. He lost his mind because someone put honey mustard on his hot dog. And Hernandez said, will he be able to do it? He said, I'm a professional. He gave a Nationals hot dog a 6.8. That's a pretty good score, I think. And that's with honey mustard on it. So last night, the Mets called up Nick Morabito, and he wore the number 8. And people flipped out because that's the number Gary Carter wore. But Gary Carter's number has not been retired by the Mets. So it's up for grabs. So simmer down. I also take back, I believe I overreacted a little bit about Morabito being called up. I mean, I don't really think it was necessary, but I mean, you just replaced a reject from another team with one of our prospects. I guess give them a chance. Right now, they have an open spot. Why not see what they got with their prospects rather than signing other players from other teams? On the mound for the Nats is 30-year-old right-hand pitcher Zach Littell. He is 6'4", 250 pounds from North Carolina. He has pitched for Minnesota, San Francisco, Boston, Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, and now Washington. I believe that would be called a journeyman. He was chosen in the 11th round by Seattle in 2013. Chris Bryant was selected 2nd overall. We picked Dominic Smith 11th. Aaron Judge was selected 32nd, and Devin Williams was 54th. This is his 9th year in the majors. He has pitched 234 games. He is 34-29 with a 3.88 ERA. Just about 500 strikeouts in 600 innings. Last year he pitched in Tampa and Cincinnati. He pitched in 32 games. He was 10-8 with a 3.81 ERA. 130 strikeouts in 186 innings pitched. This year he's pitched in 9 games and started 6. He is 2-4 with a 1.50 ERA. 20 strikeouts in 41 innings. We faced him on April 28th and beat on him real good. We scored 8 runs, 4 earned in 3 2/3 innings, with only 2 hits and 3 walks. Those Nashvilles make lots of errors. In his career against the current roster of Mets, the Mets have 16 hits and 52 at bats. They're batting .308 against him with an .899 OPS. Bo Bichette, 6-for-14 against them, a .429 average. Melendez is 3-for-5 with a .600 average against him. Beatty, Benj, Bichette, Melendez, and Soto have over a 1,000 OPS against him. We should beat up on him again. My suggested Mets lineup, I think, still would lead off Ewing, but Benj is doing really well, so I can see Benj leading off. Bichette batting second. He's hot. He's also 6-for-14 against Littell with a double, a homer. Then Soto third at DH. 2-for-9 with a double, a homer against Littell. Then I bat Vientos fourth All those guys, Bench, Bichette, Soto, and Vientos, all had 2 hits. All had at least 2 hits yesterday. I would bet Beatty fifth. At third base, he's 2 for 4 against Littell. I don't really like Beatty batting fifth. I think I would like him more batting seventh. But with Bench hitting so well leading off, I don't think they can move him. I would prefer Bench to bat fifth. Move Beatty to seventh and Ewing up to first. I think that would be a better lineup. But I don't want to mess with Bench while he's doing so well. I bet Semi in sixth. He's 2 for 14 with a triple against Littell. Ewing seventh. Torrens eighth. And then ninth, either Morabito or Melendez in left field. On the mound for the Mets will be 24-year-old left-hand pitcher Zachary Thornton. He is 6'3", 170 pounds. That's pretty skinny. He was drafted in the 5th round by the Mets in 2023, same year as McLean. Skeens went number 1. Dylan Cruz, who played center field, was the second pick. Wyatt Langford was number 4. Jacob Wilson 6. That's also, we picked Hauk. I don't even know how to say his name. First overall, but we also took Sproat, McLean, and Ewing all in that draft. In the 7 games he's pitched in the minor leagues, Thornton is 1-3 with a 3.16 ERA and 40 strikeouts in 37 innings. I know Myers pitched 2 days ago. I'll be able to piggyback off this guy. Mendy does seem to pull his starters very early. And then you have Peterson pitching tomorrow. You kind of need a right-hander to complement him. So let's see how he pulls this off. Let's get back at these Nats for last night. If we play a little bit more defense like the Mets and less defense like the Nationals, I think we'll win again. So let's go, Mets go. Until next time, I'm Juan Gan.